I just got back from Paris this week and I'm feeling very inspired, so let's make some French onion soup. And I'm making this recipe in my favorite way to make a recipe, which is where I literally just looked up a bunch of French onion soup recipes online, and I'm gonna do what just like feels right along the way. So I'm starting with 8 onions. I'm making 4 bowls of French onion soup. I have a feeling this is more than plenty, but I'm gonna caramelize them and they're really gonna like shrivel down to nothing. So 8 onions, and I'm just gonna slice them up. I'm sobbing from these onions, which usually means your knife isn't sharp enough, and that feels right. I need to get my knives sharpened because I'm suffering over here. I'm sobbing. I should think about something that makes me really sad so I can get like an actual productive cry out and not just a fake onion cry. Okay, that was tough, but we made it. I didn't really cry about anything real. What a waste, you know? You can never waste a good cry. I'm adding in a full stick of butter to my Dutch oven, and I'm gonna just put the heat around medium-ish heat, and this will take about an hour to caramelize these onions, like 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll be hanging for a while. Okay, butter's melted, onions going in, just all of them. I'm gonna give it a really, really hefty salt. And then now I'm gonna just sweat them out for like 10 or 15 minutes, which basically means I'm gonna put the lid on and let them sort of steam a little bit so they reduce down, and then we'll take the lid off for the rest of the caramelization process. Okay, been about 10 minutes. They're already way cooked down. They were totally to the top when I started. So I'm gonna do another 10 minutes now, 20 minutes. That is the ticket. And now we're gonna just regular caramelize them with the lid off. Okay, and I'm gonna do something that's definitely a little bit against the French onion soup gods, but I'm gonna put in just a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Let's call it a tablespoon. And I think it's just gonna add like a really nice little tang flavor. It smells amazing. Okay, this is about 10 minutes with the lid off. Do not be tempted to stop here. We must take it further. Okay, this is 30 minutes with the lid off. It's tempting, but we're still not done. Okay, here we are, 45 minutes in, nice and caramelized. Look at that rich brown color. And let's finish up the soup. I'm gonna grate in 1 large garlic clove for just a little extra depth of flavor. Let that in there for about 30 seconds. Okay, and then another little secret ingredient. I'm gonna do a few little zhuzhes of Worcestershire. Worcestershire is fermented anchovies, essentially. And so it has that really rich sort of like, what is it flavor, where you're like, wow, what is that richness? And this is not traditional, but it's my French onion soup. And I'm gonna offset it with something that is traditional, which is just a little bit of cognac. And I'm gonna do kind of a lot. And I'm gonna just let that cook down for maybe 5 or so minutes. While the cognac cooks down a little bit, I'm gonna tell you about my stock that I'm using. So I have some bone broth here and just some regular chicken broth. You can see how gelatinous it is, like it's not moving. The chicken stock I made a couple days ago with just some chicken and vegetables. So it has like carrots and onions and just like a ton of sort of sweet veggie flavors in addition to the chicken. And then the bone broth is like full blown chicken bones. So I had like a bunch of rotisserie chicken bones, some chicken wings. And so they have just like a little bit of a different sort of flavor to both of them, and they're gonna be so good. I have 4 quarts. We'll see how much I actually need. You can also totally use like whatever stock from the box. Like this is really flavorful chicken stock, but if you're gonna use store-bought stock, I would recommend beef broth probably, just because it's like a little richer. This has got to be one of the best smells in the whole world. I let the cognac cook down a bit, and now I'm adding in, my stock is very gelatinous, which is a good thing. It means it's very flavorful and rich, beautiful chickeny goodness. What the heck, I'm just adding in all 4, but 3 quarts of stock is honestly probably plenty. I give it some nice salt and pepper. And I'm also gonna add in this little bouquet of thyme. I just took a little bunch of thyme and tied it together with some kitchen twine. Thyme twine. And it'll just make it so that it'll impart the flavor, but it'll be easy for me to sort of fish this out at the end because I don't want these like stalks in there. So I'm just gonna stick it in there, bring it up to a simmer, and let it go for like 20-30 minutes-ish. And while the soup cooks down, I'm just gonna slice a baguette. Okay, and we're gonna broil the soup when we put the cheese on top, so you wanna make sure you have oven-safe, like, soup tureens. Soup is all about, like, building flavor each step of the way, and I think we did a great job here, everyone. It's really good. So I'm gonna just ladle it right into the bowls. Oh. These leftovers will be stunning for lunch tomorrow. Now each one is gonna get 2 pieces of bread right on top. And then I have some shredded Gruyere. That's gonna go right on top of each one. Would you look at those? I'm gonna put these under the broiler. So we gotta like really watch them. It should be 3 to 5. 5 feels like a lot of minutes. So maybe 3 minutes till it's nice and golden and toasty. Just done. Oh, look how gorgeous they are. I'm gonna do just a little crack of pepper on each of them. And then I'm gonna take some thyme leaves, just sprinkle them on top. And then look at the finished product. So beautiful. That is fall, that is October, that is French. My friends are so lucky they get to eat this. I'm just kidding, but I'm also not. Anyways, give this a try. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, let me know what you think. Bye.